It hasn't taken on its full form yet. It's in the early stages of budding. Okay, so I feel like there's a lot of new beginnings kind of taking place for you. Maybe that's why you're being kind of conservative overall with how you're feeling with your heart and with your activities, with your spending. I get the sense that some of you are essentially hermiting in a way, because I see the Four of Pentacles as sort of like a mini hermit card. So I get the sense that you're staying home a lot more, and maybe instead of going out, you're having people over, as a way to sort of cut back on spending. So things like that. I feel like you're really watching your money though. So let's get started. So central to your reading, you're being represented as the Page of Pentacles reversed. So Page of Pentacles is the card of manifestation. When it comes in reversed, I feel like there's a lot of lack of planning, or maybe scatterbrainedness. You're not really locked on to what it is that you want. So I feel like you're entertaining a lot of ideas, but you just don't know which ones to really focus upon, or what it is that you really want. So when this card comes in upright, this is the card of manifestation. So this is about you extending that pinnacle, or accepting that pentacle that the universe is giving you, because this comes in right after the Ace of Pentacles. So I feel like you just accepted the opportunity, and now it's like, okay, what am I going to do with this opportunity? But when it comes in reverse, I feel like maybe you missed an opportunity, or you're waiting, for something to come in, but it's delayed. So I feel like this could be delayed manifestation, and this is an opportunity for you to really gain clarity on what it is that you want. Crossing you is the Knight of Cups. So maybe some of you are dealing with a water sign. That could be Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, or I feel like this is love coming in. Either you're going to extend your cup of love to someone, or someone is extending their cup of love to you. So again, take it how it resonates. I get the sense that also that this could mean that you're also coming into alignment with new creative vision, new ideas, things that are going to bring you emotional fulfillment, at the soul level. But yeah, I think I get the sense that this is romance. I really do, Sagittarius. I really do think that romance is coming in, and it's something new, and I feel like it's something genuine and heartfelt, and I feel like this will be a really good connection with you, Sagittarius, if you remain open to the idea of it. So foundational to your reading is the Page of Wands reversed. So I feel like this may be you checking into your alignment spiritually, and asking the questions of what it is that you want out of life. What new direction do you want to take? Because if I recall correctly, it was either November or December in the late 2019 readings, there was a tower moment for you all. There was something that was going on with you that shook you up, that sort of changed the trajectory of your current course, and now I feel like you have been veered off into a different path. So I feel like with all these pages that are coming through, particularly the Page of Wands and the Page of Pentacles, I feel like this is time for you to really check in with yourself emotionally, physically, spiritually, and I think you're looking at every single aspect of your life. I think you're really asking yourselves the questions: what can I do differently? I feel like you've been given a second chance. Yeah, I feel like this is almost a do-over. It's like, all right, the universe pumped the brakes on the direction you were originally going in. Again, this was around the end of 2019, so you may want to check out the Sagittarius videos for around November or December 2019, because there is something that happened, if I recall correctly. And I feel like now you're taking that time to check in with yourselves. You're trying to manifest. You're getting into spiritual alignment, and you're asking yourself the question, what is going to make me happy? But for real, what is really going to make me happy? And that's what you're trying to focus your energy upon. So in your recent past, I feel like this is you guys. This is you being represented as the Queen of Wands. I feel like in the recent past, you were feeling courageous. You were feeling social. You were feeling confident. I feel like you were very charismatic. You had a lot friends around you, a lot of family around you, and I still think that's the case. But you're not being so social anymore. I feel like you've drawn in. I mean, clearly we're seeing that with the Four of Pentacles. So I feel like, something is changing. Something has happened that's changing your course correction. In fact, what's interesting in your mind's eye is the Six of Swords, movement. This is big movement. This is divine movement. This is something that's being divinely guided, and this is about spiritual expansion, that you're moving on to the next phase in life. And I feel like this is the next chapter that's starting, hence all the page energy. We're seeing a lot of reversals as well with the pages, particularly with the Page of Pentacles. That's you. That's how you're showing up right now in this reading, coupled with the Page of Wands. So a lot of checking in, a lot of, soul searching, and getting to the root of who you are, trying to tap into your essence to really answer the question of what's going to make me happy. Because I really do get the sense that this is a do-over. So once you have that mental clarity, because the Six of Swords has a lot of water associated with it. I mean, it's an image of you being carried across this river. It could be like the river of life, so to speak. But the water is all about intuition, spiritual connection. So this is a spiritual journey that you're going through. And it may not look and feel like a spiritual journey to you right now, Sagittarius. I do get the sense that there's a lot of financial hardship. I get the sense there was a lot of drama, that there's just a lot going on in your life, and you're like, what the hell just happened? Yesterday I was on top of the world. Today my world is falling apart. What the fuck? So I get the sense that that is kind of a spiritual awakening. When your world is collapsing, you're having that tower moment. The tower moment is to clean out things that are no longer serving you, is to break down the barriers, is to break down the foundations that are weak and crumbling. It's like, all right, let me help you. Let me help you remove that, because you're not doing it quick enough. We're going to give you a fresh start. And I feel like you're now making... I feel like you're now, not, I want to say making amends with a fresh start, but you're sort of, maybe you're making amends with the past. You're making amends with what happened, and you're coming to terms with it. And now that you're settling with this energy, and the rubble of the tower has settled, now you're like, okay, you're in a rebuilding phase. You're in a rebuilding phase, Sagittarius. And in the near future, Knight of Wands is coming in. I feel like you're going to find that creative, inspirational spark that you've been waiting for. This is what you need in order to carry you successfully across this river of life into your next phase. It's this fire energy. I feel like this is you guys getting your groove back. But this is a message of inspiration and hope. This could be a passionate declaration of love for some of you. This could be a new romance, a new relationship, or maybe an upgrade in your existing relationship. I also get the sense that this is maybe you following your passion, maybe getting an opportunity with a job that you're like, hell yeah, I've been waiting for that. And had you been going down your previous path, maybe you would have missed it. But now you're open to a new direction. So new opportunities are coming in for you, Sagittarius. It's just all about how you're looking at the situation. It's all about perception. Are you keeping an open mind towards new opportunities and new growth, or are you being shut off to it? Because if you're closed-minded and you're not hearing it, these opportunities are going to pass you. And I feel like many of you are ready for this soul expansion, the next step. And some of you can actually be moving locations. I feel like this is definitely a card of movement. So sometimes that means you're actually moving cities, moving residences. This could be overseas travel for some of you. But really, with all the water, this is the next step. This is soul expansion, up leveling, and your opportunity is coming in for you quick, fast, in a hurry. And I get the sense I'm hearing mid-February for some of you. So it's fast moving. This could maybe be sometime in the springtime as well. But just keep an open mind to what that means, and just, be open to new experiences and hearing new ideas and meeting new people, and just sort of considering other avenues for your life. It doesn't mean you have to choose, but just consider. That's it. All right. So how are you viewing yourself? You're going within. Queen of Cups reversed. Maybe some of you are dealing with another water sign. It could be a Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. But I really do get the sense, based on what I'm seeing here, yeah, this is love. Declaration of love maybe coming in. Hang on, let me see. I feel like this is intuition, that you are really checking in with your feelings and with your emotions. And, I do get the sense that you do recognize that this is a second chance, that this is a do-over, so to speak. And I feel like it's time for you to really get serious about the next phase in life. It's time for you to really think about how you want to navigate this next chapter and what you want to call in and co-create in your life. But this is about you really getting in touch with your higher being, with your higher self, and connecting to spirit and being open to the signs and synchronicities, because spirit is all around you, Sagittarius. It's all about, are you hearing the messages? Are you seeing the signs? Are you recognizing the signs? Most importantly, because you're being guided every day, but are you blocking yourself to these synchronicities? Something to think about. So in your environment, Page of Swords, I feel like this is new communication. This is new ways of expressing yourself. I also get, Aquarius energy off of this in the environment, because we are literally in the Aquarius season. So I feel like this is about you being authentic. I see the Page of Swords with the Queen of Cups reversed. I feel like this is you getting into alignment with your authenticity and being able to express that, or looking for ways to express it. Because I feel like this is a bit blocked, and I feel like maybe you're not too sure of what is going to make you happy just yet, or what it is that you're seeking. Or I feel like maybe you're a bit shy. Sagittarius are normally not shy people, but I feel like maybe you're just sort of withholding back your feelings for someone or something. But I feel like this is communication. This is all about expressing yourself authentically from a heart space. And I feel like some of you have someone in your life, but you're withholding how you're feeling. But why? So I think that's the question for you all, Sagittarius. I think maybe because everything that's transpired and has led you up to this point has made you question life overall, question your luck, question your karma, question the tempo and the energy of your life. Because again, overall energy is this Four of Pentacles, this closed off energy, this sort of miserly energy. You could be being miserly with your money, but it could also mean miserly with your emotions. And maybe this is a time for you where you're getting ready to speak up, but you're still a bit blocked with your expression. So I feel like you're struggling to authentically express yourself, and I think you're doing the work to dig deep to find the words. So overall outcome, not overall outcome, hopes and fears, the Devil, Capricorn energy. I feel like you're fearing obsession. I feel like you're fearing a toxic relationship or entering a toxic relationship. I feel like you're fearing revisiting toxicities from the past. I'm hearing that you don't want to lose yourself in a relationship, and I feel like maybe that's why you're holding back expressing your feelings. But we all have free will. We all have free will, and even though these individuals are chained, they can remove the chain. It's loose. They can literally just, I'm going to take it off over my head. I mean, look at that. It's really, really loose. So the decision is ours. It's all about perception. But I get the sense that there is a fear of repeating karma. There's a fear of becoming obsessive with your partner or vice versa. And I feel like you don't want to lose yourself, lose your independence. Because I know, Sagittarius, your independence is vitally important to you all as a sign. But I don't know if the shadow aspect of you is obsessiveness, impulsiveness, falling prey to addictions. So just know that you have free will and you're in control of your emotions. That's it. There's nothing to fear. And if you feel that this cup of love, that person that that you want to express yourself to is worth it, you'll find the words. And, it's all about you getting into alignment with yourself and knowing what it is that you want. And if it's a committed relationship, well, then just think about what the ideal committed relationship looks and feels like to you. It's going to be one that is healthy and balanced and in harmony for your highest good, and that you're going to do the same for that person, that it's going to be an equal give and take, and that, that when it's a healthy relationship, there's no fear of losing yourself. There's no fear of obsessing, no fear of becoming chained. And I think you don't want to be tied down or tethered. I think that's another fear that's coming through. There's a little bit of fear associated with declaring this cup of love. You're hesitating. So in the meantime, your overall outcome is self-work. I feel like this is the this is the Eight of Pentacles reversed. And I feel like this is about you turning within to do the healing work on yourself and to really take a close examination of how you've behaved in your previous relationships, how you've been treated in your previous relationships, what types of people do you typically date. Maybe it's time for you to look in another direction, and maybe you found someone who's different, and you're just fearful. These are some of the old fears coming up from the past, just sort of, mind tricking you. All right? But it's time for you to look within, understand who it is that you are now versus who you were then, and know that you're different. Know that you're growing and you're expanding. And I feel like life is really giving you a second chance on all aspects, career and love. I get the sense that this person that you're declaring your love to, or you're about to declare your love to, is a bit of a game changer for you. I feel like they're different in many aspects. I feel like it's sort of going against the type that you're used to dating or that you used to previously date. And there's just a little bit of fear, I feel like what's coming up is this. It's old stories. It's just toxicity, stuff that's going to keep you stuck. Maybe, something that's just going to maybe make you muck it up. And I think you're fearful of mucking up this chance with this person. Don't listen to this. Don't listen to this energy at all. This is fear-based thinking. This is just, old stories you used to tell yourself, and the past is in the past. It really is. And just focus on you. Focus on your soul growth. Focus on your soul expansion. Focus on healing your core wounding, and know that today is a new day. Today is a new day. There's no room for this. Follow your heart. Follow your intuition, because your intuition will not lead you astray. All right? You are moving forward. You are making progress to move forward in a new direction, and it's going to be awesome. Right? This is you crossing the great divide into the next phase of your life, chasing down passion, chasing down love, chasing down creative energy, new opportunities, just regaining that zest for life. Yeah, it's coming.